Hello, everyone. I'm the project manager. My name's Kiera, and our team members are Brooke, Dawn, Fatma, and Kendall. Our project name is Greens and Weeds Greenery. Our stakeholders are neighborhood association, park authority, and volunteers. The purpose of this project is to establish a functional community garden, improving access to fresh produce, creating educational, park authority, and volunteers. The purpose of this project is to establish a functional community garden, improving access to fresh produce, creating educational opportunities, and foster the community engagement. Our objective is a 50 by 75 garden with fencing, irrigation, tool shed, raised beds, designated plots, and plant suitable crops in 7 months. Our scope is constructing, contract permits, planting, maintaining, organizing, and developing. Our project schedule only lasts for 7 months. Planning is the first month. The second month through the fourth month is development. Planting and maintenance is month 5, and harvesting and education is month 6. Then project closeout is month 7. Our major risks are delays in permit, volunteer participation low, poor crop yield, safety hazards, and vandalism. The constraint we have is a limited budget of $2,000 and only time of 7 months. Our communication strategy is park authority, volunteers, community members, and local organization. In our scope, we want to have a functional garden, a project management task, and enhanced functionality. What is out of our scope is activities that don't align with our project goal, features exceeding the 2000 budget. And our business objectives is enhance community health and well-being by increasing access to fresh produce, provide educational opportunities related to sustainable gardening practices, and promote environmental responsibility. Our scope is constructing, contract permits, planting, maintaining, organizing, and developing. Our project schedule only lasts for 7 months. Planning is the first month. The second month through the fourth month is development. Planting and maintenance are delays in permit, volunteer participation low, poor crop yield, safety hazards, and vandalism. The constraint we have is a limited budget of $2,000 and only time of 7 months. Our communication strategy is park authority, volunteers, community members, and local organization. In our scope, we want to have a functional garden, a project management task, and enhanced functionality. What is out of our scope is activities that don't align with our project goal, features exceeding the 2000 budget. And our business objectives is enhance community health and well-being by increasing access to fresh produce, provide educational opportunities related to sustainable gardening practices, and promote environmental responsibility. In our scope, we want to have a functional garden, a project management task, and enhanced functionality. What is out of our scope is activities that don't align with our project goal, features exceeding the 2000 budget. And our business objectives is enhance community health and well-being by increasing access to fresh produce, provide educational opportunities related to sustainable gardening practices, and promote environmental responsibility. Okay, now we will talk about our work breakdown structure. We have 4 phases. Our first phase is planning, which will take 1 month. We will secure permits, approvals, develop our garden, and design the layout, budget and our resource plan, and build chemistry and recruit volunteers. Our second phase, which will take 2 to 4 months, is our development phase, which is our site preparation, soil management, fencing and irrigation system installation, tool shed and raised bed construction, purchase supplies and materials. Our phase 3, which is our 5th month, we will be planning and doing maintenance. We will train people for workshops, organize planting workshops, regularly water and weeding, and pest disease management. In phase 4, which is our 6 to 7 month, we will do harvesting and education. We will schedule harvesting events, promote our harvesting events, distribute the produce that we have, and regularly host educational workshops.
We'll be presenting the network diagram in our portion of the project. So basically, a network diagram is a tool used to map out the schedule and work sequence for a specific project, as well as track its progress through each stage. So for our network diagram, we have 22 phases. So the first phase that we hope to accomplish is to secure permits and approvals. The second phase is to define the garden layout and design. Phase 3 is to develop materials, list, and budget. 4, recruit volunteers and build team. 5, establish communication plan. 6, site preparation. 7, purchase supplies and materials. 8, fence installation. 9, irrigation system installation. 10, tool shed construction. 11, raised bed construction. 12, organized planting events. 13, plant diverse vegetables. 14, implement watering/weeding schedule. 15, conduct pest and disease management. 16, train volunteers. 17, organize harvesting event. 18, distribute produce. 19, host educational workshops. 20, organize community event arrangement events. 21, gather feedback and conduct evaluation. And our final phase is number 22, which is prepare the final report. That was my portion of the project of the network diagram, and thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Fatima Sharif, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my Gantt diagram schedule. The Gantt diagram is pretty much a 22-step layout that shows what process is going to be happening and exactly when it's going to be happening and what the duration is like. And then right after it comes the resource plan. The resource plan talks a little bit about the project duration, what our budget is, how many volunteers we need to prepare, what kind of materials we need, how long planting would take us, who and how long needs to be educated.
For the communication for our project, we're going to have different project meetings, volunteer recruitments, garden tours and open houses, educational workshops, harvesting events, and produce distribution. Each of these different communication activities will take place at different times. So our project meetings will present updates, discuss progress, gather feedback, and address concerns. These will be led by our project manager, Kiara Davis, and they will be held at a central location as well as on conference calls. These will be held monthly for all stockholders, which includes our neighborhood association, volunteers, and park authority. As far as our volunteer recruitments, they will be us organizing booths at community events, i.e. farmers markets, flyers on social medias with different advertisements on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, etc. Just basically getting the word out so that we can recruit different volunteers, but speaking to them in the best way that will get their attention. We will also offer hands-on activities and answer questions. This will be taken in a central location close to the garden, and this will be held during April and July. It will be for volunteers, and it will be led by team member Social Chair Kendall Higgins. For our garden tours and open houses, this will be a conference call as well as held at the garden. It's for offering guided tours of the garden, highlighting construction process, volunteer opportunities, as well as open house with refreshments and activities for families. It will be held during May and September. It will be orchestrated for the public and stakeholders, conducted by the employees and team members. The educational workshops are going to be workshops covering relevant topics like basic gardening, composting, seed saving, and pest control. It's basically an informal meeting held informally to reach the volunteers to get them more informed. It'll be workshops held for like different schools as well. And this will be a conference call as well as held at the garden. It will be from June and October. It will be also led by local gardening specialists and organizations. We will reach out to them and have different partnerships with them since they specialize.
For our team development phases, we had 4 that occurred between the months of April and November. April through May was our phase 1 of onboarding and basic training. April we had volunteer orientation, we did introductions, project overview, safety training, and garden tours. For May, we had more of a hands-on workshops on basic gardening skills with soil preparation, planting, weeding, and watering. Our resources were developing volunteer handbooks with basic information, procedures, and safety guidelines. Phase 2 was our development and skill building phase that happened between June and July. June, we did workshops on specific gardening topics, composting, pest management, and seed saving. In July was our team building activities to foster collaboration and communications within each other. So like shared tasks, potluck, social events. We invited guest speakers from local gardening organizations or experts to share their knowledge. Phase 3 was our leadership development and specialization that happened between August and September. August, we identified volunteers who are interested in taking on leadership roles such as plot coordinators, workshop leaders, and maintenance teams. For September, we provided leadership development training on topics like communication, delegation, and conflict resolution. Resources, we offered opportunities for mentorships with experiences in volunteering or garden professionals. Phase 4 was continued learning and recognition that happened between October and November. In October, we organized volunteer appreciation events and celebrated successes. In November, we conducted volunteer feedback sessions and gathered suggestions for improvement. We offer ongoing learning opportunities through online resources. Our project summary. This document outlines the project closeout plan for the Ouids Greenery project initiated to establish a functional community garden, improve access to fresh produce, create educational opportunities, and foster community engagement. The project spans 7 months from April 1st to November 1st, 2024 with a budget of $2,000. Some of our accomplishments within this project were secured permits and approvals from the Park Authority, developed and implemented a garden layout and design, constructed a 50 by 75 garden with fencing, irrigation system, tool shed, and raised beds. We planted diverse vegetables according to the season. We established regular watering and weeding practices.
We conducted pest and disease management. We trained volunteers on gardening basics. We organized planting and harvesting events. We hosted educational workshops on relevant topics. We organized community engagement events, and we developed a sustainability plan for ongoing maintenance and future development. Our deliverables were functioning community garden with active participation, regular produce harvest distributed to participants and organizations, positive community feedback, final report with achievements and lessons learned, celebratory event for the team and community, sustainability plan for ongoing maintenance and future development. Our budget summary, the total project was $2,000.